Put the joint on the head. What's good with the squint eye? We gonna do a recap. You gotta get that recap in. You gonna get that recap in real quick. Let me check that the volume on. The volume. Yeah, the volume going. We in the building. We here. Loud and clear. Let me get the Cash App in the Jones. We in the building. We in here. Take some time, get in here. I'm gonna let this music play while I get the Cash App in. You know what I mean? So just relax. I'm getting it going. I got some food on right now. I'm getting my cooking in early. Chef it up while I'm on with the folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day.
That's a
it's
good
the
piece of
best time
volume.
of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man,
Get that Cash App.
and my dog Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus, yeah. Roll my tree, just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. I break it down. I do my history, plus I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally. Boy, I'm a god, you're not seeing me physically. Plus I stop you, I'm talking about literally. Me and my shorty, so don't see the chemistry. Work for what we got, hustle hard or not. Y'all can never take this energy, nah. Writing on the wall, plus I'm still a dog. Half of it, I don't let you see. Rock a coolie with the shades on, dog. Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty. I know that you mad.
What's good? What's good with Hamza S?
You know who I'm talking to.
It's Hamza Heru in the building.
I see you mad. I got that bad. Yeah.
What's good? My name is Hamza, bro. The name is Hamza, but I do work for Troy Kilatainment King, though. But the name is definitely Hamza. We got it going early this morning, getting this work in. Good day to all my folks. We getting this Riyadh work in because it was a good card. It was a great card, actually. Some people got their pack busted when I told y'all they was. I know y'all probably thought Big Baby Anderson was going to do something, but absolutely not. It wasn't going down. It wasn't. That's not a thing. We gonna go right in because we ain't gonna be in all day yapping and yapping. We gonna go over the card real quick. Let y'all get up in this live. Give y'all about 7 minutes. Get up in here. Give y'all about 7 minutes. Get up in the live. Give y'all some time to get up in here. Give y'all some time to get up in the live while we chefing up something real quick. Let the chef hands up. Put the Turn this up real quick. Let that get to going. Peter's in there. We got a little bit of that going on there. Yeah. Y'all get up in the live. Chill out. We in effect. All right. We got 8 in here. It's 3 minutes left. What did y'all think about the card? Let's see what y'all. Jared Anderson, amateur, is like Shakur Stevenson. Yes. Says, is it me or did Americans not like going to watch the undercard of events, especially this one, where most could have been in a main event? No, listen, when you really go to these fights for real, like I've been going to for years, like it don't get really packed to the main event. Like if you really like boxing, you there chilling and watching it. You can make it an all day thing. Cause once you win there, you win there. It says, It says, AU was right. Bud can't get Canelo. I tried to tell y'all that. I keep trying to tell y'all Canelo has a elite level skill set. That's different, my G. But look, we gonna go over the card real quick. We got about 30 seconds left. Not on the live, but just before y'all get up in here, it's 13 in here. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with Andy Cruz and Antonio Moran. Now listen, Andy Cruz was very sharp in there. No, Andy Cruz was looking pretty sharp in there. I'm not here to cap with you. I watched the fight. I ordered it. My man ordered it. We was in the crib watching it. Andy Cruz is definitely sharp in there with the opponent he had to deal with. That guy wasn't just any guy. He was pretty strong. He was tall. He was coming forward. Andy Cruz had to come forward and get some work. No, he doesn't know how to fight on the inside, but from what I've seen, he attempted to come forward and fight in his range. And that I will adhere to. But inside work it takes time to learn that. We already knew that, Bobby Light. Oh, y'all better be hitting that cash app. Listen, uh-uh. I'm on here about to break down this Riyadh recap. I have 0 likes. 11 people in here, and then nobody has hit the cash app. Not one person. And y'all know the rule. You either hit the cash app or hit the like button. Like, is y'all bugging? Y'all already done got it going, and before the 7 minute mark, y'all didn't even hit the like button, man. Y'all gotta hit the cash app. We're gonna start having new rules. Like, y'all bugging. And I'm on here showing love. So yeah, Andy Cruz showed me some things. He showed me a sharp jab. He showed me some decent um head movement. What's up with DS? No, listen, me and my man Aaron said that. He teaching the same stuff he teaching Boots because he teach everybody to fight the same. That's one thing I don't do. Once I give you the fundamentals, I'm gonna see what you gonna do. Yeah, this the pros fact check. So Andy Cruz definitely look good, but that's the things I noticed. They doing all the same moves. And that's what I'm saying. They all gonna have a tap out period. Andy Cruz got on that bike though yesterday. Dude kept telling him to come forward. His coach, Derek, whoever the Anderson guy was, his coach, kept telling him to come forward. He was kind of reluctant to come forward in spots when he should have been coming forward. He kept moving backwards. When dude was literally saying, hey, bro, you got to come forward. You got to stop moving backwards. You BSing with that. I need that to stop. I need it to stop. You got to come forward. And dude was coming forward. Then he hit dude with a shot that messed up his equilibrium and had him drunk in there. Yeah, learning inside work takes time because it's not the same rules as outside work. I'm sick of that fan. It's not the same rules as the outside work. So you gotta kind of be careful learning inside work because it's different foot placement, it's different punches that are be thrown. You're only really throwing hooks and uppercuts. Any type of hooking shot or uppercut shot, you moving your body certain angles, you right here. That's inside work. Then you gotta be moving. You gotta be, and then you going to the guts. You rolling up under. You stepping over. Military edits. No, Crawford cannot beat Canelo, bro. Listen, somebody that defensively sound, you're not gonna beat him like that. Listen, Crawford cannot take them type of right hands from Canelo. He can't. He can't take 5 of them. He can't do that. Mm-mm. Dude, he was in there was strong and he was weak, but he was wild and he was strong and he had decent athletic movement. Yeah, he couldn't come in on the inside as Andy Cruz. We still on the Andy Cruz though. And dude though. Andy Cruz had a problem with coming forward in certain spots. And that's why he was having those problems. He was having problems because he couldn't come forward. See, this is the thing. Coming forward, while we're talking about Canelo and Tank and just anybody with the all-time great boxing style fundamentals, you have to learn how to fight coming forward just as good as you do fighting going backwards. You have to learn how to fight going side to side, stepping overs, hop overs. You got to learn those things. See, that's the thing. If you go to my gram, there's rules that got to do with boxing has rules, man. Boxing has rules, laws. You got to abide by it. You don't just do what you want in there, dog. They got to say it all the time. There's a law involved in this boxing. You do not do what you want. It's not that type of party. It's definitely not, buddy. It's not that type of party. That's why people be getting busted down. They think it's a party where you can kick it. No, you gotta be fundamentally sound in there, dog. You really do. Like, Bud's fundamentals is great. Canelo's fundamentals are elite. He's been in there with all types of competition. That's the thing. He's fought a fighter like Bud who's gonna be moving and boxing like that. And Bud is slick. But Canelo is very strong. He's very fast. He's very big at the weight. Just because you fighting somebody the size of Canelo, that don't mean they the strength of Canelo. Canelo's strength is outrageous. He's a real 68er. That's not a, it's not a thing. He, like, hey y'all, he beat Kovalev. Did you forget that? The man beat Kovalev. You just gotta keep it 100 with yourself. He did that to Kovalev. Kovalev is not somebody you could really play with. For the fact that he was a 3-time world champion. You gotta be careful. And he was losing. Kovalev was mad about it. Like, it was a good scrap too. But Bud going up to 75 and beating somebody who fought Dre twice, it's not even realistic. And Bud is good. He's a good fighter. I'm not denying that the guy can scrap, but those things show levels, and Canelo is at that level, dog. Not to mention, Andy Cruz. Yeah, and that's another thing. What's his face? Canelo. No, Andy Cruz and Terrence Crawford had in common. Terrence Crawford could have stopped dude if he wanted, but he didn't want to fight coming forward. You gotta be willing to fight coming forward. You got to. You gotta fight coming forward. That's real spit. Andy Cruz didn't do it, and Bud wasn't willing to do it, and he could have did it. He could have fought coming forward, because, dude, fighting coming forward is a different type of art. Exactly. Jerry Anderson learned true come forward fighting. He was loose pairing on the inside, getting cooked. Let's not forget Canelo's struggle with John Ryder. No, he didn't. He beat him convincingly. What? He didn't struggle with John Ryder. He beat him convincingly. He actually beat his ass, and he dropped him. That's cap. Yeah, John Ryder is strong. Canelo never struggled with Ryder. Won every round, clearly. Canelo struggled with John Ryder, though. Everyone have... No, he didn't. That's cap. Hell, Loco was at the end of his career when Canelo fought him. I don't know who that is. It says I wouldn't say he struggled against Ryder, Kovalev. Oh, that doesn't matter over here. The end of your career because my Archie Moore, the Mongoose, his career was 30 years long. And Bernard Hopkins won the title at 50. George Foreman 45. Man, we're not trying to hear that. Bud was testing things because I noticed he wasn't going to dude's guts at all. Definitely was. Yeah, he was, bro. What are you talking about? Hold on, let me get this candid. I ordered the fight and I watched it again. Bud literally was going to dude's guts. You wasn't watching. Hey, blood, I'm not trying to hear that end of Canelo, end of your career, nothing. Because Kovalev didn't even have a harder career than Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran was like 36, 37 when he fought Iran Barkley. That's cap. So I'm not trying to hear it. Yo, Bud was literally going to dude's body. He was ripping to his gut, actually. He was putting combinations together. Hey, Ellis, he knocked out Kovalev. See, you stuck on John Ryder. He knocked out Kovalev. He knocked out Caleb Plant. He's knocked out fighters after that. You just don't get a timeout, bro. Bud was piercing dude up, didn't understand how people thought Madrimov won. That was cap. Hey, hit my cash app. That was a cap. Andy Cruz did. We're gonna go to the next fight on the Riyadh card. Andy Cruz did have problems coming forward though, and so did Bud as comparison to the main event. Then we go to David Morrell. Listen, we're not going to stay long on him. He needs to understand that just going up in weight, thinking you could just do anything you want in boxing, that's over with. Learn how to execute a proper jab. Take your time. Just because you're a Cuban doesn't mean you're a great professional. Learn how to land the southpaw jab. Learn how to set traps with your power. Learn how to check hook. Learn how to let the man fall in with the uppercut. Learn how to fight going forward. None of these people on this card knew how to fight going forward, but Gerald Miller takes us to the next fight. Gerald Miller and Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz had a 2-year layoff, and Gerald Miller have been busy. Gerald Miller needs his diet is what hinders him from winning fights. And Andy Ruiz, his inactivity and his diet. Heavyweights need to start coming in the best shape and stop trying to worry about all this weight and get your skills set up. I'm sorry. As we can see, dude, Baby Anderson, all these guys, it don't matter how big you is. Evander Holyfield was in there with all size guys, and he was in there with George Foreman, and he definitely hitting hard as these heavyweights. You can't say George Foreman is not hitting hard as these niggas, bro. That's a fact. George Foreman in his day would have stopped Ruiz and Jarrell Miller. So it's just like you gotta be. It was Andy Ruiz inactivity is what hurt him. Gerald Miller's diet is what hurts him. And the reason why it was a draw is because instead of Gerald Miller sticking the jab and learning how to keep using the jab to the body and busting him up doubles and triples and feinting and jabbing, he didn't keep doing that. You can't say he did that. He did not do that. He did not do it. That's why he was having problems. That's why he was having problems, dog. He could have stopped Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, what saved him is because he did use the jab to the body. That's what saved him. that he used the jab to the body. That was very smart of him. He did it early. He kept doing it. He kept using the jab to the body. It was a very good tactic. Very great tactic to use. It kept him in the fight. It's just common sense. Even though he hurt his hand, Andy Ruiz needs to learn how to slow down. It's not the amateurs. Instead of throwing a quick 1, 2, 3, you a heavyweight. Throw 1, 2, move the head, jab to the guts, hook off of the goat. These heavyweights don't know how to use. See, they need to get back to this old school boxing. These guys do not know how to use their jabs to the head. And they don't know how to have an educated jab hand. These guys don't have educated jab hands, man. Sorry, guys. This is a breakdown. They don't have educated jab hands. Because I watched the fight, I'm recalling it right now. Andy Ruiz, even though he hurt his hand, he still didn't know how to hook off the jab and take something off of them shots. He's throwing everything at one speed, one pace. Like, dude, just coming. If you're not hitting, pause. If you're not punching like that, take something off your shots. And that's what means he needs to improve his defense on the inside. Andy Ruiz didn't have inside work. And Gerald Miller was throwing some hard shots to his body. You know what I'm saying? So those things, and this is the thing, it don't matter if you a heavyweight, it don't matter who you are. Everybody has the same set of skills. Fighting inside, outside, left and right. It doesn't matter. You have to know how to box in there, buddy. Everybody should have the same skill set. Knowing how to execute a proper jab. It don't matter if you're fighting like Joe Frazier and you flicking the jab out. Listen, Joe Frazier can hit you with a lead right hand or set up the overhand right over and over and over again because he know everybody biting on the hook. They biting, they waiting on the hook. They're literally waiting on it. He knows it. I've seen him do it in the fight. The man, Joe Frazier. I've seen Joe Frazier in a scrap, just coming forward, landing nothing but right hands. So then that just lets you know right there. But Gerald Miller, I told Aaron when I was watching it, when it was done, I was looking at it, I was like, either Gerald Miller won or it's a draw because nobody took the lead. He was like, Gerald won. When they called it a draw, I was like, I told you. Because Gerald Miller, he didn't know how to stop Andy Ruiz's jab to the body with the elbow, blocking it. And he didn't know how to use his jab. He was using it, but he didn't using it. He wasn't using it properly. And he got to get his diet together, dog. Like, dog, he got to get his diet together. He'll be stopping folks. His gas, he already got a gas tank. If he was vegan, oh my God, he'll be so diesel, dog. And it's just like, come on, bro. Like, you know it what it is. Like, I can't wait to see him. I'm going to tell him straight up, hey, bro, the reason why you can't be the best heavyweight of all time, one of them, your diet. If you just lock in with that and really take it to another level, you will be the best one out here. You will be catching punches. You will be, and that's real. So that was with Andy Ruiz. And both of them, they'll be better fighters, period, with their diets. The next fight was Isaac Cruz and Valenzuela. My bad. Jose Valenzuela, Oriol. Hey, listen. He boxed his ears off. Sheldon, Robert Garcia, we ain't even got to spend time on that. We all know Isak. He boxed him better than Tank because he's taller and bigger. And Isak had to reach up. Yeah, he did great in there. That's how you box. That's how you box, buddy. That's how you put on a show. Listen, he from that boxing show you who he is at the 140. So you gotta respect it. He's Heems at the 140. He is Heems. Listen, Devin Haney, anybody. He's trained by, he was trained by Jose Benavidez and them. Listen, that man is somebody that I like watching. He's been stopped before. And he realizes that things need to change. He has good character. He speaks well. I'm impressed with the God in him. That is real. I'm impressed with Cuz. His Cuz was well put together. He wasn't playing. He had a game plan. He said he did it for his family. That means he wasn't selfish. He did it for his squad because they sacrificed. 11 laws of God. They sacrificed. So he sacrificed and really got it together. And that's hey, listen, that's what it's about, buddy. That's why he's gonna be a pound for pound guy. Listen, he's gonna be Heems. Oh, he win, lose, or draw. I'm saying that because he's already been stopped. He was willing to switch trainers. That's big. That's a big one. You got to be willing to switch when it's not working for your improvement to get better. And he went over there with Robert Garcia. And it's just like crazy because people on other platforms is like, I guess Robert Garcia know what he's doing. Like, my nigga, he boxed. Like, are you drunk? It's just like he boxed. Why wouldn't he know what he was doing if he boxed? He can train anybody. He keeps it fundamental. I've seen him train. That he don't be having people doing all this extra nonsense. He about to be running boxing. Like he was a world champion. Like, what do you mean? He knows what he's doing in there. It's crazy to think that that's confusing to some people when the man was a world champion himself. It's just like, what? That don't even make sense. It makes none. It makes no sense. It's buffoonery. I don't get it. You don't either. Now my eye gets it. It's just people don't. They don't. They act like they delusional when it comes to boxers teaching other boxers how to box. Makes no sense. Listen, that was what that was with that. He boxed his ears off. We don't even have to spend all day on it. The next fight with Bud and Cuz. Bud, that was a good fight, but Bud could have fought him coming forward. He could have fought him coming forward. That would have did him a just doozy. Hold on real quick. That would have did him a just do. He would have stopped him. Bud got to get his coming forward fight together. Hey, Bud, I made some of them. Get some more of them sweet potatoes that you bought. Or whenever they get back open, I'll just shoot a couple dollars to that too. Or what kind of potatoes is them?
It was like some Japanese yams or something.
Oh, that's all I needed to know. They got them at Trader Joe's. The thing, put them in the air fryer. I made some for you. You put them in the air fryer, roast them for like 20 minutes. Hit them with some pesto and some seasonings and some. I roasted them with the avocado oil in the air fryer. They pretty real.
They crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to test them, and they sweet.
Yeah, crazy.
They crazy. I put them. I set you some on the stove.
Yeah.
All right, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they here. But yeah, no, it's not that. Pitbull don't need to go back down to 135. That ain't no, that ain't it. He needs to get his footwork together, get a jab. Needs to get some fundamental skill. Like you can't just beat everybody with that style. You gotta be willing to switch it up. You gotta have more than one style. He one-dimensional. Robert Garcia ain't about to do some shit that don't work. It's common sense. You know, you got a problem with coming forward. Why would you slug it out with him? Pitbull needs to learn how to cut off the ring. He didn't cut off the ring properly. That's why Ryo was just boxing in circles. In a square. He's boxing in circles in a square. Hit my cash shot. Because the square has 490-degree angles. Everybody need to work on that. Fighting coming forward is not easy. For some. Hold on. Yo.
Yeah, Trick, I feel like I gotta shit one more time. It's gonna be me and you. I ain't asked for no motherfucking royal flush.
Hey.
Gonna make it
Hit your ass with that smoothie. Yeah.
I said, man, what the fuck? I'm riding up here today. I'm like, man, I'm on the burn this shit, but I don't want to struggle. I'm like, man, one cup and no. I'm like, dude, hey, I didn't have enough.
Yeah, no, you gonna be shitting. Yeah, nigga, I told you, Aaron, listen, you cannot defeat herbs and fruit. It's gonna clean everything out of there. You better get it together. You better, because I woke up this morning and that was the first thought on my mind, and that means that schedule. That's why when y'all got here, I was already gone. Woke up this morning, start reading.
You know what's crazy? I woke up at like 4:20 and I was just laying there. I was like, damn, nigga, I'm up.
Yeah, bud. Diet.
I went to sleep and I went to bed at, what, 11?
Yeah, workout and diet, you don't need that much rest. Telling you, bud. Especially when you have some type of peace. Woo. You ain't about to be tripping. Good. And then you be resting throughout the day, through your natural day, because you be working and shit. So you would just come home and just take a power nap, recharge, get in that black ether, as the waters anew, as they call it, recharging your consciousness and will, and then you be back. But yeah, that's a special, when you hit that strawberry with the watermelon, and then I put dates in there too, and dates are very anti-parasitic. And then I had the tea, the tea. I had that in there, and some sea moss.
I ain't gonna lie,
And tangerine.
I said a big little spoon of that shit that you don't under my tongue. That shit's so nasty.
Oh my gosh, I can't do it.
My teeth black.
I'm on my sea moss. I made a thing of sea moss, so listen, only take 2 tablespoons a day. Somebody needs some sea moss? Tell him I'll make him some, since he the fam, for $50. I'll make him. No, you know what? A 32-ounce thing, that'll last him. If he take a tablespoon a day, that'll last him 3 weeks. It should. Tell him I'll make him one for $65. And it'll be all gel, nothing mixed with it, no cut, raw, real Dr. Sebi Irish moss. He could hit me with a 65 cash app and he'll have sea moss in a couple days. Shit, depending on how fast they deliver it, shit, in 2 days, you'll have it. In his own jar, labeled.
I remember you used to have that shit coming to your house so quick. You'd have thought them niggas worked for you.
That's how I just ordered this one.
You had that shit, cause that nigga ordered so much shit from Amazon, buying that, bring that shit today, man. Yeah, I order it right now. That shit be at the house right now. I told you that's right. I said, see my Charles, call him and order something right now. That shit be at the house tonight. Yeah, I know. That's why I told you last time. He was like, I don't know. It's real. I'm like, no, he be doing that shit. I don't get that kind of respect.
Hey, listen, tell dude hit me. Give me my appy. He work with you. He getting that bread. Yeah. I'm on live right now. When they ready to get that shit here for 40. Yeah. Other than that, these taters up in here, leave me alone. You gon' listen. You gon' shit when you put them in the big air fryer. Yeah, you gonna shit when I tell you to shit. I'm coaching now. You on my shit list. I gotta go. That was a bar. Hey, listen. No, Ryo has a great IQ. Ryo can box. I'm impressed with him. Ryo know what he's doing in there, buddy. And he's willing to catch and counter. He was doing a good job of catching and countering from the inside. And then rolling up out of there. I come from watching tape. Pitbull, on the other hand, he has to learn how to cut the ring off. He got to. That's where his problems lie. His footwork. And that's the thing. Doing the ladder doesn't teach you how to cut the ring off. It's like crazy that people do things that other people do. That doesn't teach you how to cut people off. It gets your feet more coordinated. And sport-specific movements. But it doesn't teach you the skill set of when somebody's trying to evade, how to step to the side instead of following them. It's that simple. And that's why that fake boxing got to take a rest. They got to. Because cutting somebody off means you're not following them around the ring. You're stepping over when they're trying to get away or cornering them. where you cutting them off like basketball. Pitbull needs to learn that and not just be on the ladder shuffling his feet. That's not gonna do anything, buddy. And that's why they be looking crazy. Ryo boxed his ears off. Pitbull barely landed any shots. There's no way he thought he won. Listen, there's no way. Listen, you gotta get serious with your jab. Pitbull needs certain fundamentals. Like if he needs to really learn how to fight like Mike Tyson, like by getting a good jab, a good strong jab coming in with head movement. He'll really be giving people problems. Hey man, Shakur gonna do what he do, and Bud gonna do what he do. We don't do what you hear what he said. Did you see it? Was it on tape? Whatever it was, the man known as Bud, when we moved to his fight, he did a good job. But see, this is the thing where Bud wanted to make sure he got his foot in the door for real. And he boxed, and it's hard to box when the other person has movement like Madrimov has. Madrimov had movement too. So like somebody would have to have come forward, and Bud was, of course, had the better technical footwork. Madrimov just moves randomly. He doesn't have a method to that. As you can see, when somebody has a method to footwork and you don't have a method, you start to just look like a bunch of Play-Doh unformed. You just all over the place, moving, hopping back and forth, doing this over and over, then coming in, then throwing one right hand, and then moving around. Dude really moving technically. His feet is really moving in a technical way. You can't just do anything with him. I don't know how y'all don't see that. You can't just do anything with him because at that point, you're not doing anything technical because the way Bud is moving, you're going to have to be the one coming forward. And you wasn't coming forward. You jumping in and out, kicking yourself in and out of position to land a simple jab. Like when I really start breaking him down, and listen, I watched it twice and I didn't even state these things. When you really start breaking him down, that was trash work. And there's no way. I ain't gonna say I don't understand because I do. I'm just explaining it as we speak. There's no way those announcers said that was a tough fight and all of that. No, that was not. Sean Porter was like, there's no way. Even when he heard the scorecards, he was probably like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, because he did nothing. He was just jumping back and forth doing like, this is like when Boots and Magdurumov have the same tendencies. Boots and Magdurumov have the same tendencies. They both make unnecessary movements in the ring. They don't need to be made. In the pros, you have to trim the fat off. Like Boots be doing defense just like Andy Cruz. And then you got Madrimov doing this. Man, that ain't no box. That's not boxing. Sorry, it's not it. Shit trash. As soon as you put a real skill guy in there and he start flicking the jab like Crawford was doing, yeah, 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 you can move and do all that bouncing around. Where your jab at? You can't jab because you're doing this. And then you did it for 12 rounds. You did nothing. I watched it twice. He did nothing. And then he occasionally hit him with a right hand. He did nothing. I don't want to hear it. He did nothing with Bud. It should have been a unanimous. I probably gave Cuz 2 rounds. Listen, just because you land one right hand in a round or you land it once or twice, it don't win you a round in my book. My book, you have to dominate 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the round, and you cannot get hurt. That's fair. You have to die in a 3-minute round of a. This is why people be like, "How did you have him winning?" Because round for round, he dominated 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the round. Now, within any time in that fight, in that 3-minute round, even in the last 30 seconds of the 230, you get your bell rung, you lost the round. I don't care. I don't care because you could have got knocked out. The round is not yours anymore. You could have dominated 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The last 15 seconds, if he ring your bell, you lost the round. You lost it. It's a wrap. 10-9. That's not even. We're not even gonna talk about that because he not in the same skill set as Canelo yet. With the size, it's not there yet. His defense has to be on another level. Y'all won't just get that. Like it's not has nothing to do with somebody getting punched. At the end of the day, somebody has to not get punched. And right now, Crawford not getting punched is not as good as Canelo's not getting punched. It has nothing to do with actual punching. It has who could deflect the heavier shots and weather the storm, have some inside work. It's not, you can't be moving around. You can't just box Canelo. Caleb Plant is 6 feet. Bivol is a real 75er. Canelo went 12 with him. Come on, bro. And Bivol had to go to the high guard. Like, come on, bro. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. No, we talked about Morrell. He got to get his skills up. What we need to be talking about is how Madrimov did nothing. Listen, Madrimov did nothing. Madrimov, listen, Jermell Charlo is taller. And he be moving and doing all of that. Like, it's different. Canelo is not who you think he is. I know y'all think he be getting them at the end of the. Hey man, hit my cash app. It's 20 in here. Hit my cash app. I should hear something in a minute. This is crazy. Canelo, y'all think anybody could just go up to 75 and then just go back down and just be doing like and then be at or 68 and man, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. We ain't even got to get hyper technical. So when you compare Canelo to the Crawford situation, it's not even a thing. I keep telling you, he in there with real super middleweights. He's a super middleweight. He was the undisputed super middleweight champion. Stop it. Stop it. Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. He beat up Callum Smith so bad. He was big, and this is the thing. David was the super middleweight when Callum Smith was. He never got no work with it. You know why? Because he didn't want none. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all forgot that. It was a super middleweight. So then when you go back to Bud, and cuz Bud needs to get on this Canelo and learn how to fight coming forward. Got to. Head movement, catching punches. That's something you have to learn. Gotta learn it. It's very important these days because these guys can box and they panic under pressure. And when you slick and coming forward with it, people don't know what to hit. They scared to be in position to throw a shot because if they miss, bang, bang, they drunk. I know what I'm saying. I used to do it. You coming forward, moving your head. As soon as you miss a jab, slip, bang, bang. Then, or you coming forward, you drop down, they throw the jab, and then you step right in. Bang, bang. Oh, Bud threw a shot to the guts one time. Had his leg buckling and trip. Oh, trip. No, you went to your guts. But dude knew how to survive, and dude was strong. You know what I mean? But Bud's shots were very powerful too. You could hear him, and he was putting combinations together. He looked more comfortable at the weight. So it just depends who's next in there. It's gonna be some work. He might be getting in there with Jamel Charlo. He talking about he back at 54. That'll be a good one. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what that is. He'll get in there with Bud. That'll be some good work. Yeah, Bobby Light. Yeah, that's why I didn't even want to say that because he had literally stopped Anthony Yard. So how was he washed? He literally fought him off of a victory. Then when I seen the size differential, I was like, sheesh. Turkey mentioned Virgil Ortiz versus Bud if Canelo ain't smart. Hey, listen, get that Virgil Ortiz work with Bud. That'll put somebody on this resume for real. An up and comer young pup. Ooh, he'll be hitting more than one error. Error. That's why you got to get that type of work. Especially at that 54. Excuse me, my nose itchy. My nose itching. Yeah, he'll get that work. He'll definitely get it. Bud ain't really Virgil Ortiz ain't really ready for nobody like Bud. That'll be a good. He'll end up probably stopping him. But he did fight Egus and all them. But it's Bud. He can box. He'll really touch you. It says just coming in. I think Charlo grudge match makes the most sense. Mel Rob, yeah, for Bud, yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a good payday. That'll be a great payday. It'll be some antics. That'll be a good fight. We'll see what Bud do with Charlo. You know what I'm saying? See what they gonna do. I want to see that. That's a good fight. Cause Charlo's kind of got size, and Bud could take a shot. Hit that cash shot. Real season, Bud. You tripping? Leo season also. Yeah, Bud be working in there, so I want to see it. Mm, I want to see it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Bud should definitely work on coming forward. Get that together. That'll be important. Gotta do that. That's very important. Working on fighting coming forward is very crucial. All right. So, hey, listen, we're gonna get up out of here. We were just doing a quick re-out season breakdown of the card, and you can go back and replay it. You gotta hit the cash app. See, that's the problem. I don't. I'm not gonna be around all day though. I'm in hotel.